What is your name, please?
My name is Peter Wolfe, and I'm the publisher of the Awful Cooks book.
My name is Peter Wolfe, and I'm the publisher of Bluff Your Way in Music.
My name is Peter Wolfe, and I'm the publisher of the Insult Dictionary.
Only one of these gentlemen is the real Peter Wolfe. The other two are imposters and will try to fool this panel. Larry Blyden, Peggy Cass, Barry Nelson, and Kitty Carlisle on To Tell the Truth. And now, here's our host on To Tell the Truth, Bud Collier. Thank you very much. Welcome once again to Tell the Truth. Good evening, panel.
Good evening.
Well. In front of you, if you've got an envelope, I'm sure, marked with the number 1. Would you pick it up, open it up, and follow along with me? I, Peter Wolfe, am publisher of what have been called non-books. For example, my catalog includes the Awful series, books that show you how to avoid mistakes in many walks of life, such as the Awful Cooks book, the Awful Motorists book, and the Awful Secretaries book. I've also published an invaluable inventory of invective entitled The Insult Dictionary, or How to Be Abusive in 5 Languages. My newest venture is the Bluffer's Guides. So far, I have 7 guides to instant erudition in print, including Bluff Your Way in Music, Bluff Your Way in Art, Bluff Your Way in Literature, and Bluff Your Way in Social Climbing. I commissioned these Bluffer's Guides because I believe that most people don't really want to bother to learn a subject. They just want others to think they know all about it. Signed, Peter Wolfe. Very well, panel. These 3 gentlemen all claim to be Peter Wolfe. Let's start the questioning with Peggy Cass. Peggy?
Thank you, Bud. Number 2, why would anybody want an awful cookbook? I mean, what a waste of food, and then the meal would be terrible. Why would anybody want that?
Well, you see, so many people make a mess of things, and then they say to their husband, well, that's it, go out to the restaurant. This saves the husband a lot of money because it tells them how to rescue it.
Yes, but think of my dear the lawyer's fees later when they get divorced. It'll really turn out to be too expensive. Number 3, you did the famous insult book. Could you think of a famous insult that would fit me? Watch it.
Modesty forbids.
Oh, modesty forbids? That's not such a hot insult.
Barry Nelson.
Number 3, why do you have the insult guide in 5 languages?
Well, one of the main things is
You're
that...
hoping for an overseas sell, or?
Yes, we have one.
Number 1, who's your publisher?
Wolfe Publishing.
Number 2, what is the most awful recipe that you have?
Oh, there are no awful recipes. I mean, this is rescuing bad cooking.
Oh, number 3, if somebody came up with a bad dish and had to come up quickly with an excuse, what would be that rescue? Would there be an excuse in the book, a ready excuse?
No, just to use one's imagination and think of the opponent.
What about social climbing? Thank you.
Kitty Carlisle.
I'd like to follow that line of questioning. Thank you, Bud. Number 1, how do you bluff your way into social climbing?
It's hard, unless you've read the book.
Have you got any more advice than that, number 2, about social climbing?
No, not particularly.
Thank you. Number 1, what is the worst insult in your insult book?
I don't think it would be allowed on television.
Well, give me an insult then, any old insult.
Well, you could say to the waiter in a restaurant,
Yes.
that fly looks a little overcooked.
Number 2, how do you rescue a souffle?
I'm a publisher.
Oh,
I don't
you
read
said
my book.
fly. I thought you said flower. That fly looks a little overcooked.
Larry Blyden.
Number 3 in the Awful Motorist book. What is that book designed to do?
Well, if you've gotten in an accident, how to get out of it.
Number 1, is there anything in it about how to be an awful driver?
Oh, no, these books are actually serious of content, although...
Where do you publish number 1?
Where?
Where?
In London.
Number 2, where do you publish?
In London.
Number 3, where do you publish?
Ottawa.
Where?
Ottawa, Canada.
I see. Number 3, what is a galley?
A galley is the first proof.
Number 2, when you...
I'm afraid that's all the time we have, Larry, but it's time for all of you now to mark your ballot. So will you please do so at once, without any consultation, and without changing once you've marked. Vote now, please, for number 1, number 2, or number 3. Our team of challengers will, of course, receive $250 for each incorrect vote. Your ballots all marked?
My.
Larry, for whom did you vote?
Well, I voted for number 3. Primarily because it sounds like the kind of a book that someone would publish on this side of the ocean. And partly because he seemed terribly reluctant to say anything.
Okay. Peggy.
Well, I voted for number 2 because I didn't think 1 or 3 thought up very good insults. I could do better on a slow day. And I'm very glad to know that the publisher of these books is not an American person, but a Canadian person or an English person.
Barry.
Well, but number 3 said that a galley was the first proof. Everybody knows it's where you cook on a ship. But, no, I tell you, I voted for number 3, but I was just bluffing.
Kitty.
I voted for number 2. I like number 1's insult, and I'm sorry I didn't hear it properly. I like that. Your fly is overcooked.
Yes, that fly is overcooked.
Fly is overcooked.
Thank you, Larry. Boy, that's the slowest build I ever heard. So the votes are all in, and minds are made up. Let's find out now which one of these 3 gentlemen, in truth, is Peter Wolfe. Will the real Peter Wolfe please stand up? Louis Schmeling, indeed. Number 1, what is your real name and what do you really do?
My real name is David Wessel. I'm Vice President of Sales of Jennings Jones in New York. We supply military ceremonial equipment.
Thank you, sir. And number 3, what is your real name and what do you do?
My real name is Kenneth Ryan. I'm on the faculty at the Dolphin School.
Thank you. And checking the score, we find there were 2 incorrect votes, each one worth $250, so the total you take along to divide is $500, gentlemen. Thank you very much for brightening our show. Good night, and God bless you. We meet our next team of challengers in just a minute, right after this message. And now let's meet our next team of challengers. What is your name, please?
My name is Marie Fisch.
My name is Marie Fisch.
My name is Marie Fisch.
Follow along again, if you will, your next copy, please, panel. I, Dr. Marie Fisch, am an oceanographer under contract with the Office of Naval Research of the United States Navy. My particular specialty is the underwater sounds made by fish and marine mammals. For instance, listen to this actual underwater tape, which I recorded myself, of what sounds like a pneumatic drill. Now, actually, that's a chorus of fish called croakers. This next sound is not a cow mooing. That is the moaning of a whale. Now let's listen to the mating call of a toadfish. I am proud to say that my research with underwater sounds of animal origin has proved extremely useful to the Navy's program of anti-submarine warfare. Signed, Dr. Marie Fisch. Panel, these 3 ladies all claim to be Dr. Marie Fisch. We'll start the cross-examination with the star of the Broadway hit Cactus Flower, Mr. Barry Nelson.
Thank you, Bud. Number 1, where is Woods Hole?
Massachusetts.
And what has that to do with oceanography?
The Oceanographic Institution is there.
Number 3, what is the deepest part of the ocean?
The Challenger Deep.
Number 3, 2. Where is the Marianas Trench?
Number 2?
2.
It's in the Pacific.
And how deep is that?
Well, it's not terribly deep.
Thank you. Number 3, 1. What do you expect to learn about anti-submarine warfare from this? Specifically, what would be the most important thing?
Most important thing would be able to distinguish different sounds so that you wouldn't be mistaken.
Number 1, how many sounds does a porpoise make that might sound like intelligible communication? Number 3.
A porpoise makes a great many different sounds.
Kitty Carlisle.
Number 2, could you tell me what that whale was moaning about that we heard?
Well, we think it sounds like a moan. Maybe the whale was happy.
Oh. Number 3, have you ever listened to porpoise talk?
I've listened to porpoises. I'm not sure that they talk.
Number 1, how do you do these? How do you make these recordings? Are you in the water with the fish?
No, not usually.
Where are you?
We're usually in a boat, and we put a hydrophone down into the water.
Well, then how do you know what you're listening to?
Because it's tape, on tape.
Yeah, but number 2, do you see the whale? Do you know it's a whale moaning? It could be something else.
Well, sometimes the fish are in captivity. They're in a tank, or we know that a specific fish is there.
Thank you. Number 3, well, how far out to sea is the continental shelf? Number 2, do you
I believe
know?
it's about 90 miles. I don't know.
Thank you.
And we go to the star of the Broadway hit, The Apple Tree, Larry Blyden.
Number 2, do you know how far out it is?
I would say about 2 miles.
All right. Number 1, who is a man named Cousteau? Do you know who he is?
Yes, he's a French scientist.
Do you know where his
Yes.
underwater laboratory is?
It's in the Mediterranean.
Number 2, do you happen to know more specifically where his underwater lab is?
No, I don't. I know it is in the Mediterranean.
Number 3, do you have any idea where it is?
I don't know the name
I'm
of
just trying to find out where it is, that's all. Number 3, do porpoises in fact talk, or do they have the capacity for talk?
Well, we believe that they communicate with each other. It depends on what your definition of talk is.
Number 2, why are porpoises supposed to be so smart in comparison with other fishies?
Well, I don't know, but they do seem to be smarter.
All right. Number 2, who wrote The Sea Around Us?
Number 2, you asking me, The Sea Around Us? Anne Morrow Lindbergh.
Peggy Cass.
Thank you. Number 1, where do you work? Where is your laboratory?
Woods Hole, the Oceanographic Institution.
Is that where you are?
That's right.
And you, number 2?
I'm in Washington.
And you, number 3?
In Rhode Island, Narragansett Marine Laboratory.
Thank you. And number 2, what's the biggest fish that's used commercially? I don't mean in size, but the most fish that's used commercially.
I would say herring.
Thank you. Number 1, could you tell me the name of the Floridian doctor who is learning to speak porpoise or is translating the porpoise language?
Yes.
What is his
Dr.
name?
John Lilly.
Thank you. Number 3, what is a hake?
It's a relative of the codfish.
Oh, that's nice. It's nice to know that we're connected. Number 2.
That's all the time we have. So, mark your ballots. You do have time for that. Panel, mark away for the one you think is the real one. And no consultation, of course, betwixt and between you, and no changing once you've marked. Vote for number 1, number 2, or number 3. All ballots are not marked yet, I see. Please mark as soon as you can. All right. Larry, for whom did you vote?
Boy, you got me just in the... I tell you what I did. I voted for number 1 because if she lied and she said the name of that man who was working out how porpoises talk, I think that's splendid. Everybody seemed to know so much and was so accurate, and I think it's very fishy of you to have somebody named Dr. Fisch.
Yes, we thought
to
it was
discuss
nice.
this subject. But I voted for her because if that was a lie, I thought it deserved some kind of credit.
Peggy Cass.
I'm amazed because I've never heard of a croaker or a toadfish, but they must be from northern waters if that's where she works. But I voted for number 1 because of Dr. Lilly, who's down there chatting away to the porpoises right at this very minute.
I mean, that's right.
He does. He talks to porpoises. He's got a whole book of it and everything.
If
Barry.
I voted for you and it's not a lie, I'm going to be so upset.
Barry Nelson.
This is kind of a technicality, but
Yes, Barry. Take your
time. I was going to vote for 3, but with the arthritis setting into the fingers, I could just barely make a straight line. And I don't wish to burden you further with the details, but there it is.
All right. Kitty Carlisle.
I voted for number 3. Number 1 said Ann Lindbergh wrote The Sea Around Us, and that's not right. I mean, number 2. And number 3 said the continental shelf was about 90 miles. I think it's about 70 miles. I wouldn't hold her to that. And she said where she worked, it kind of rolled off her tongue as though that's where she did work.
Very well, there we have it. The mind's made up again. Let's find out immediately, to establish the truth of the matter, which one of these 3 ladies, in truth, is Dr. Marie Fisch. Will the real Dr. Marie Fisch please stand up? Thank you very much. Just to set the record straight once and for all, since there were 3 places mentioned, Dr. Fisch is a biological oceanographer at the Narragansett Marine Laboratory in Kingston, Rhode Island. Great pleasure, I assure you, Doctor. Number 1, outside of getting most of the votes, what is your real name and what do you really do?
My name is Dorothy G. Resnikoff. I'm a housewife, and I live in Pelham, New York.
And number 2, what is your real name and what do you do?
My real name is Ann Blair, and I'm Washington correspondent for the Triangle Radio and Television Station.
Well, when we check the score, ladies, we find that there were 1, 2, 3 incorrect votes. That's good. That's 3 times $250, or $750 that you take along with you, along with our thanks for being with us and gracing our show. Good night, and God bless you. We'll be back with our next team and play another game in a minute, but now, listen to this. And now let's meet our 3rd team of challengers.
What is your name, please?
My name is Jacob Evans.
My name is Jacob Evans. My name is Jacob Evans.
Follow along once more with your copies of this one, if you will. I, Jacob Evans, am a friend of the working man and the promoter of a calendar reform called the 3-Day Weekend Project. My plan is the subject of a bill now before the United States Congress. Up to now, Labor Day has been the only holiday that guarantees a 3-day weekend every year. My plan of celebrating all non-religious holidays on Monday or Friday would give us as many as 7 additional 3-day weekends during the year. The only non-religious holiday that is really locked in place is New Year's Day, which, let's face it, should be celebrated on January 1st. Signed, Jacob Evans. Very well, panel. These 3 gentlemen all claim to be Jacob Evans, as you heard. We'll start with Kitty Carlisle. Kitty?
Oh, thank you, Bud. Well, I'm kind of for this, but aren't we getting to the point where we're not going to work at all? Number 3, what happens to the rest of the time? You mean we're just going to have... How many 3-day weekends are we going to have?
Well, we could have as many as 11.
Uh-huh. If we put everything on the weekend.
That's correct, either Monday or Friday.
It says here that January 1st should be celebrated. I mean, New Year's Day should be celebrated, number 2, on January 1st, isn't it?
It is. Instead of that one being on a Friday or a Monday. That's the only one that stays there.
It stays where?
On the 1st of January.
And it's
I'll let you explain it. I don't know why I get it.
Sometimes it's on a Wednesday, see?
I don't understand.
Larry Blyden.
There is a union now, number 1, that has virtually a 4-day week, or at least they were trying for it. Do you happen to know what union that is?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Number 3, do you happen to know?
The Electrical Union.
Number 2, how did you happen to get this idea, aside from a sort of natural inclination for more rest?
The frustration of going to a holiday in the middle of the week.
Uh-huh. The frustration of going to a holiday?
In the middle of the week instead of a...
All right, number 1, who wrote your bill that's before Congress?
Representative Stratton.
Did you consult with him on that bill?
No.
Number 3, how did you...
Peggy Cass.
Wait, number 2, what does Representative Stratton represent? What section of the country?
Upstate New York.
Our Representative Stratton? Oh, well. Now, number one, now you make Thanksgiving on Friday, huh?
Yes.
Well, then we'd have to eat fish. Oh, no, we don't have to eat fish anymore. Now, and the 4th of July would be on Monday. And Memorial Day and Christmas, you would change Christmas so that we would have Christmas maybe on the 28th. I don't like it. I like my Christmas on the 25th.
To whom are you asking?
Number two, Christmas, you wouldn't care if Christmas wasn't on the 25th?
Well, you see, this is for non-religious holidays.
Oh, Christmas
only.
doesn't count then.
We have to leave that where it is.
Oh, well, now, I'd like to know the 11-day... Oh.
Barry Nelson.
You realize with the influence of Peggy Cash, you just lost a couple of 100,000 votes, number 3? Now, number 3, who would be... business would be against this, wouldn't it?
No, I think everybody embraces this idea because a lot of plant owners and employees don't like this downtime and uptime in the middle of the week either.
Well, who would... Number 2, where is the greatest objection coming from?
Well, I don't think there's really an objection. It's just that people just don't show enough enthusiasm for it. Congress doesn't think so anyway.
Number 1, can you tell us some congressmen who are for this that you have already recruited?
Congressman Stratton of New York.
You're going to stick with it. All right.
And that's all the time we have. Please mark your ballots and don't take a 3-day weekend to do it. Just as quickly as you can, vote for the one you think is he. All ballots marked? Larry, for whom did you vote?
Uncle Bud, I voted for number 3, partly because he knew about the electrical union arrangement, and partly because he used the phrase uptown, uptime, and downtime, and that sounds very technical and like somebody has read up on that.
Peggy.
I think number 1 is Representative Stratton's campaign manager. But I voted for number 3 because he knew about the electrical union, and he looks like the kind of guy that'd sit home and think this up. Think of the traffic jam.
It was very hard to vote, Bud, but, and I vote only because I'm a good citizen, and I know this is a political question, but I went along with 3.
Kitty.
Well, number 2 looks very earnest, and number 1 certainly had Representative Stratton down cold. But number 3 is my vote because of his technical knowledge, and he has that kind of a funny look of a man who thinks this is a very funny idea anyway.
So, you've gone unanimous again. All right. Haven't done that in a while. That's unanimous for number 3. Let's find out which of these 3 gentlemen, in truth, is Jacob Evans. Will the real Jacob Evans please stand up? Well, sirs, you sunk the panel all the way down the line. May be necessary now for you to work that thing out of a 3-day weekend because with the amount of money you won tonight, you'll want more time to spend it. Number 2, what is your real name and what do you really do?
My name's Bob Swanson. I'm an investment analyst with the Dreyfus Fund.
And number 3, what is your real name and what do you do, sir?
My name is John Rich, and I help to advertise a citrus soft drink called Wink.
Well, that's a good soft drink to have something to do with the advertising of, especially when you're an imposter on this show. Count it up, gentlemen, for yourselves. You don't have to, I'm sure. There were 4 incorrect votes. That's 4 times $250, a total of $1,000, gentlemen. And we thank you and hope you had as good a time tonight as you brought to us. Good night. God bless you. We'll be back in a minute. Right now, this important message. That's all we have time for tonight. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night to you. We'll see you tomorrow on the daytime show. And, of course, see you this time next week. But in the meantime, don't you forget to tell the truth. Night.
To Tell the Truth is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Carlisle's dressed by Bill Black. This is Johnny Olson speaking for To Tell the Truth. Tonight's program was pre-recorded. To Tell the Truth was brought to you tonight by new Denture Cream, the special denture toothpaste made with the cleaning power denture wearers need. Denture Cream.